Well, hello everyone, and welcome to the video. Thanks for checking this one out. Sorry I had a little bit of a long introduction there, just thought it was appropriate to show some sort of gameplay scenes, a little bit of a walkthrough with the music. And yeah, this is a bit of a different video for me. As the title suggests, my Black Widow story. I just thought I'd talk you through what I use. We'll have a look at the gear. And then I'll also talk about the skills that I use, show you a little bit of hard room gameplay, talk about the champion points, show you a couple of the areas where I got a couple of the pieces from, and yeah, then we'll finish it up with some gameplay at the end. So I hope you find this one interesting, guys. Like I said, I wanted to do something a bit different, and yeah, if you haven't already noticed, as of literally a few months ago making this video, been waiting for this outfit for over a week now. Age of Ultron, yeah. It was going to be in the store. Well, originally it was going to be in the shipments, but then it got removed from there. And I wondered what was going on, and then we found out that we thought it was going to be in the marketplace for us last Thursday, but PC and Xbox got it because we got the other Spider-Man skin instead. And yeah, had to wait a whole other week, but now here it is at long last. And I must say, very, very, very detailed. So if you're in the UK, it's about 16 quid, is it? For your credits, if you don't have any. If you're off, it's 1400, so it's 1400 credits, which I've got to say, if you're a Black Widow main, like me, so worth it. Gotta add it to the collection. It's gotta be done. I mean, look at the detail. Can't wait to get this into a game and see what it looks like in live gameplay, which I think we'll include at the end of this video. I was going to use something else, but I think we'll change it now for this one as it looks so detailed, so I hope you enjoy that. It'll be some gameplay of my character, the very infamous and deadly Black Widow. Not with the original gameplay that I planned, but with some new, including this outfit that I would have recorded today. So I hope you enjoy, guys, and yeah, let's dive into it, and let's have a look at the gear first. So here we go. Okay, so here we are in the gear menu. We'll also have a look at the skills and the champion points shortly. Right, so what I'll do is I'll talk over the gear, show you the pieces I'm using, show you the minor artifacts that I'm using, and also the major artifact, why I'm using them, and also a couple of alternatives. So here's the melee slot that I'm using. These were from the Omega level threat, or the OLT if you want to call that for short. I kept these because it's actually decent. Then I get the cryo damage off light combo finishers and heavy combo finishers. Mainly it's the stats that I like, because I'm a range build, precision, proficiency, resolve. Always got to have a bit of resolve in there. So the cryo is giving me the negative status effect. With air grenades and other hits, Black Widow can still do shock damage inherently, so it's not too bad. For the range piece, again, this is ranged attacks with high caliber and full auto, proficiency, more precision again, and some intensity on this one, so that builds up a stun damage meter. These are actually formed from a mission called Here Comes the Pain, which is in the Wakanda region. When we've done this bit, I'll quickly show you what that looks like on the war table. Well, at the moment, post patch 2.3, because obviously when patch 2.3 comes along it may look different how you find it, but the mission will still be the same. You can use that, or you could also use these. Even if you can get them in legendary, they'll be pretty good for you again. Valor, precision, intensity, if you're not doing any of the like the vibranium status effect missions. Chest piece, so defense is this one. I've messed about with this a few times and chopped and changed it, just trying to get stats that seem to suit me. That's helpful because the Jarvis barrier, the cryo resistance damage is good because it means that get a bit of damage reduction from cryo freeze, which as we all know is like the frost damage that you get that can actually slow you down, and if you're trying to get out of a sticky situation it is a bit of a pain. plus the 25% reduction in heroic energy drained, and the resistance from the damage reduction rather from spin attacks, which yeah, it doesn't happen all the time, but it can be helpful. Some more resolve, bit of resilience, and again the intensity to build up an intensity meter. And the final slot, the fourth slot, I'm using this one. Again another exotic, again with resolve, valor, precision, so that's just boosting all those stats again. And as you can see there, 3.2% increased heroic energy regeneration. And invisibility is active, so in other words when you use your support of heroic and you're invisible, you get 3.2 heroic charge, which yeah isn't fantastic, but if you're not using the Ring of Nebelong, which I'm not, it can help with that just to boost your heroics a little bit. 0.3% willpower, not fantastic, but it's not too bad. And the 15% increased crit hit chance from weapons is ideal with being a ranged build. It just means even if my crit is pretty good for my weapons, it just gives me a 15% boost on that, which when I got this piece I was actually like, oh yeah, that's got to be the one. Minor artifacts, using 2, triple valor. Again, these have already been leveled up. If you're just starting out, once you're at gear level 130, you'll get them at 130. Upgrade them to 140, same as all your gear. But then once you hit power level 150, reckon you start doing the OLT, a mega level threat. And even if you want to keep any 140 gear pieces that you've got, you can use new higher powered gear pieces to upgrade them. Bear in mind they won't jump straight from 140 to 150, I think it does it 2 power levels at a time. And you have to run the OLT once a week on that character and you get 3 gear pieces. So if you got a belt for example, you'd go from 140 to 142, and then if you do it again the next week to 144, so on and so on until you get up to 50. Same with these, if you're lucky to get a drop with your artifact, you can boost the ones you've got, they go up the same again. Major artifact I'm using is the Tacticon, purely because I'm trying to look at doing a status build, and obviously with the cryo, the vibranium, the shock that's just inherently, the high valor is pretty helpful. You can also use this, the Ring of Nebelong. Now if you're going for a build where you just want to be a bit more sort of balanced across the board, you can go with Ring of Nebelong, because if you're using your attributes from your specialty and mastery, you can actually get more orbs to drop when you do takedowns or when you eliminate enemies, and your heroics will recharge a lot faster, and you can practically keep yourself invisible probably, if not 100, very very close to 100% of the time. This one is another good one for Black Widow. If you want to increase the time of your invisibility, that can just help you out a little bit, gives you a bit of a boost, and then when you use your 2 toggle sticks together as it says there, you get an extension to it for a few more seconds. I have used it a couple of times, but I've not really found a suitable build where I've been happy that that's doing enough for me to keep it on there yet. Another one, if you want a bit of a damage boost, like if you're going up against bosses, you could quickly switch to this. Sometimes what I'll do is, if I'm doing the OLT and we get to the Super Adaptoid at the end, yeah, my stats do lower a bit, a couple of them, but I will switch to this, proc my invisibility, proc my ultimate, trigger this, and it just gives me that little damage boost sometimes to be able to pump out a bit more damage. So it's entirely your choice, it depends what type of build you're going for, but as I say, I'm using the Tacticon for the status because of the high valor that I've got at the moment. So yeah, that is pretty much the gear. That's what I'm using for at the moment. Now when 2.3 comes out, some of the perks and some of the gear have changed, so I will be farming those and seeing if there are any from any of the sets that actually increase anything any better than what I've already got, whether it's better perks that increase my damage, or whether it's the actual stats that I get at the top, whether they're higher than what I already get, and if I can improve on the building anywhere. If I do end up tweaking it, I will eventually release another video just to update you guys. I don't think any of my skills or mastery will change. If anything, it'll just be gear so do keep an eye out for that in the future if you're following this build. I hope you found this interesting. Any questions, do ask me in the comments down below and I'll do my best to get back to you. Yeah, so let's now swap over and have a look at the skills. Okay, so here we are in the skills section. Don't really need to talk about this page very much. You'll pretty much probably unlock all of these if you've maxed out your character. Let's have a look at specialty. I won't literally discuss all of these because it could just go on too long otherwise, but as you guys can see, feel free to take a screenshot of what I've used here. You can feel free to tweak them around a bit. I'll just mention this bottom one is a very helpful one. If you want to get a lot of takedowns and get a lot of heroic orbs, this is a good one. Or you could use this. If you're a little bit more confident than that, use that one. But yeah, this is what I use for my specialty. And this is the mastery tree. Again, there's probably different combinations you could use, but this is just what works for the setup that I have. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Have you done it any different, or if there's something you're not sure about? If you don't understand a certain skill, let me know in the comments and I will do my best to answer you. I'm also on Twitter as well if that helps. So that's the mastery. Now let's have a look at the champion tree. Call it a tree because it's been called a champion tree in other games. Right, with this bit, to a new player this could look quite daunting, but it's really not. I would literally say, all I'd say to you is this very first section, ignore all this at first. Worry about, even ignore this fourth one, just worry about these first two. I wouldn't even go all the way down yet, because as you can see when you get to here it costs like 8 points there, and then 16 to the bottom row. I would literally do crit damage down to your first 3, summon status damage down to your first 3. You could do it this way, so you could do it like that. Then come over here, boost your charge rates if you want to do. Boost this one. Or if you're not ready for those, you could do your first two here, like I said, this one and this one. Maybe bump up your health if you think your health isn't very good. Boost your defense. And then come back here and fill out this one up to this point. Get this middle innate crit damage down to the third one. And then if you feel by that point that you're okay and you're kind of strong and you're getting champ points quite easy, if there's XP at weekends or anything, yes, by all means start filling a few of these in. I haven't touched a lot yet, purely because I'm trying to get my points, because I want to finish up this row. And then once I get to here and I've filled this one in, I'm going to go back, fill them in and get that row to that, and then just literally a case of as I'm playing, excuse me, if I get to do, just then work my way along this very bottom row to max it out. But that's pretty much it with champion points. If you don't understand any of it again, get down in the comments, ask me about it and I'll do my best to answer you, or if I can't, I'll try and point you in the right direction. So there we have it guys, that is pretty much it for the build. We looked at skills, we've had a look at the gear, talked about champion points. You saw a little bit of gameplay at the beginning. I will finish this video up with some more, using the new Age of Ultron outfit, which I've yet to enjoy. Just got it today. If you haven't already, if you're interested in it, it's there in the marketplace now. 1400 credits. It is an MCU outfit. I think it's worth it. Give it a go if you think it is. Just before we go, as I said, I would show you where I got a couple of the gear pieces from. So the gloves, which is the melee slot, was from this right here, which is the Omega level threat. You need to be at least, I mean if you're on 50 it's okay, but if you can get your power level to 155, you'd be good. Obviously mine shows -5 there because I'm actually 160, which is 5 over, but that's fine. They were from there, and then the heroic range slot, sorry. The range slot is from this mission here, so the Wakanda region, and it's this mission here called the Here Comes the Pain. I'd literally just been farming that over and over again and again and again until I got a piece with the decent perks on it that I wanted. and decent stats. So yeah, that is pretty much it for the build, guys. Like I say, we've been through all the different bits and pieces. If you've got any questions, do get in the comments down below. I'll do my best to answer anything you want to know about my build or any other future builds that I may not have done yet. Let me know. I've only really done 2 or 3 of these characters, there's not many that I've used yet. I've been focusing on Black Widow a lot as my main character, that's who I play the most. There will shortly after this be another video coming out, which is another new one that I've never done before, which is a review video on this outfit. Do feel free to check that out if you haven't already. It's the one I release after this. Hope you find it interesting. Thanks again for watching this, guys. Like I say, do me a favour, give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed this. It just helps to get the algorithm going for YouTube and gets more eyes on the video, which just helps me as a channel. Consider subscribing if you haven't already. And until the next time, I'll say as Captain America would say, Avengers Assemble. And I will see you in the next lobby, guys. Take care of yourselves, stay safe out there, bye for now.